Verizon users, if you're having problems with your cell phone service today, you are not alone.
A massive outage hit the cellular service provider this morning, with more than 100,000 people across the country reporting issues. Some customers are saying their phones were going into SOS mode, which means the phone is not connected to a cellular network. Let's get right to NBC News correspondent Maggie Vespa in Chicago. Maggie, what's going on?
Hey guys, well, we really actually don't know what is causing this as far as what's going on, and that's adding, as you can imagine, to the frustration for a lot of people, including people on our own staff here at NBC Chicago Bureau. Some of our producers, their phones were hit by this outage, and they were trying frantically to connect to Wi-Fi and do everything they could to stay in touch. I want to show you the outage map. We're doing this from Chicago because our city was one of the hardest hit, but make no mistake, this is nationwide across the country. You can see some of the hot spots for this outage. We're talking about Seattle, Denver, Omaha, Cincinnati, Columbus, Chicago again in there. This started around mid-morning.
What is up, Theta homies? It is your boy Justin Passetti back again with another Theta token video, another Theta token update. As you can tell from the introduction of this video, we're going to talk about and discuss one of the one of the most recent updates in terms of Theta's advisor partner with Verizon. As you can tell from the making of this video, the one that was introduced, that the Verizon outages was out like about a couple months ago or so in the making of my video. So just a friendly reminder that none of these videos are financial advice. Definitely do your own research. But if you're trying to stake as much Theta tokens to my guarding node so you can earn as much T-Fuel, as well as staking to my elite edge node, earn more T-Fuel by staking more T-Fuel, helps out my channel, help out the Theta network, but overall help yourselves out, earn as much T-Fuel passively as possible and utilize it however you want on Theta Drop, Open Theta, any of the subchains on Theta network, or just withdrawing it back to your wallet. So let's see here more of the news with this partner that I would like to highlight a little more, just because I feel like this could become more relevant in the near future. But like I said, none of the videos are financial advice. Here Andrea Berry posted, today she's at the Verizon Innovation Labs for LA Tech Week. AI in action, redefining the digital content lifecycle in media and entertainment with this individual or this group, supported by curation by Storytech. When you hover over the Verizon event, it looks like, of course, 1.5 million followers. This looks like Sprokit, I believe, Sprokit. We curate, connect, and foster collaboration among media, entertainment, and tech corporates and startups to drive innovation. Join them. Here is their link here, their bio for their Twitter page or X page, and then supported by Storytech. Storytech is an experimental marketing firm that pairs brands, storytellers, and technology companies to create great experiences that foster business success. I feel like with all these partnerships with Andrea Bear, I feel like this has a potential to become something greater and bigger in the whole Theta ecosystem, but just my own speculation and just trying to connect all the dots, because of course when I'm watching or creating these videos, it's all going to be Theta influenced in a sense, trying to connect all these dots for the potential partners. Continuing on to a little bit more as to how this could help Verizon and Theta Network, here is a little bit of an offload cell tower. Going on to this little caption, cell tower offloading is a process that moves cellular traffic to Wi-Fi networks. This can be done to improve customer experience, reduce costs, and improve connectivity in areas with poor reception. So with the issues with Verizon based on the video and the introduction we saw, I feel like this could have some potential, especially with Theta Network. When it comes to the whole partners with Theta Network and offloading, I'm not too sure how the whole it's going to be incorporated, maybe because you do have to be connected probably to some Wi-Fi in order to make these calls or any of these transactions in a sense, but I don't know the whole details of it. I just feel like for my degree for nursing and understanding what I'm seeing, I feel like that's the best way for offloading, reduce the interruption when it comes to cell phones and calls and things like that. Put some thoughts and comments down below if you have a different idea, if you agree with my idea, or just you want to see something more new altogether. Continuing on to this next post by Andrea Berry, this looks like the panel that she was discussing, I believe. The business case of AI in media and entertainment with Amazon Web Cloud Services, Verizon Business, and then FBR Kai. When I hover over this, looks like weaving artistry with intelligence. It says all these other LA Tech Week, so just more of the showcasing as to how this is potentially going to be with Theta Network and hopefully adopt with global adoption and Theta Network at the center of it. Continuing on to a little bit more for those who may trying to understand as to why this video is being created, other than the Verizon part, is going to be because we do have have Kyle Akamoto, Chief Network Officer. The media advisors, you can see that Verizon is linked right here, and it just showcases you guys here, and the other media advisors you can take a pause to so you can understand how this could escalate Theta Network even more. I believe this is still up to date in the 2024 making of this video, just because they are still currently here on their media advisors. I feel like if they weren't a part of their media advisors anymore, I feel like Theta Network would remove them from their website. That is just my own thought process, because like, why would they still have an individual if they're not an advisor anymore? Just my thought process. I do want to mention one more thing too. This was a little older article. You can see here 2018 was when it was written here, July 12th of 2018. Theta Lab announces Kyle Akamoto, Chief Network Officer of Verizon Digital Media Services, to join as a strategic advisor to Theta Network. It's an old article, but it seems more relevant now, especially with that making of the Verizon issues in the couple months of 2024. Just want to highlight a little bit more, and maybe for those who are just familiar with it, it's just a little bit of a refresher. They're excited to announce that Kyle Akamoto, Chief Network Officer of Verizon Digital Media Service, is joining Theta as a strategic advisor. Kyle is currently the Chief Network Officer at Verizon Digital Media Services, overseeing the network, technology, and operations business, and one of the original employees of VDMS startup. Kyle's worked for Verizon for many years in a number of leadership roles, as well as several startups in the social enterprise and digital media space. He's been instrumental in the AOL and Yahoo integration, as well as Edgecast Networks, Uplink, and Volcon acquisitions that currently form the foundation of Verizon Digital Media Services. He's an early adopter of Ethereum and has been following the blockchain and cryptocurrency since 2014. Theta is probably one of the best real-world business use cases he has ever seen from his experience at Verizon, convinced that the decentralized video structure like Theta Network could transform the existing media and entertainment industry. Theta has the promise to not only improve streaming efficiency and quality of service, but through the Theta token incentive structure to differentiate and build new revenue opportunities. Going on to a little bit more below it, you can even see here, in addition to his day job at Verizon Digital Media Services, overseeing a global team, Kyle also serves on the executive advisory board for the Robert Chin Foundation and Asian Pacific Employees for Excellence, a philanthropic organization he led for over 6 years. He's an active angel investor and advisor to several social enterprise and technology startups, and a fan of golf. Kyle has a bachelor's, I believe, from Stevens Institute of Technology and an MBA from New York University, and spends his time in LA and New York. Welcome on board, Kyle. Mitch Liu, CEO, Theta Labs. So I believe when it comes to these articles, I feel like Mitch is writing it. I could be wrong, but at least in this making of this article, it looks like Mitch wrote this one himself. So this, like I said, older post, older article, 2018, so definitely trying to connect all these older dots to the recent events that's happening. I just feel like if they're still a partner and media advisor with Theta Network and they're seeing this news, I feel like with the potential of Theta Network trying to offload the issues, trying to have everything more seamless, less delays, less problems, I feel like this could be an opportunity for Theta Network to implement their technology. As to how it's going to be done, I feel like they do have a decent amount with Amazon Web Services, I believe Microsoft, and also Meta. I'm not too sure how they're going to be interchanging with cell phones and just towers in general, but if you're somehow able to offload the traffic and make it more seamless and still reducing the price as well as any kind of wasteful energy, I feel like that it could be a potential winner when it comes to this new space. But like I said, none of these videos are financial advice, guys. Definitely do your own research. But that's all I really have for today's video, guys. Thank you so much if you're an OG viewer and subscriber and coming back to the channel. I really do appreciate it. If you're a new viewer trying to find as much Theta news, updates, NFTs, or any kind of Theta partnerships, please hit that like and subscribe button. Check out all the links down below in the description for all the links that you see in this video, as well as staking your Theta tokens to my Guardian node or staking your TFIO tokens to my Elite Edge node. Either way, help out my channel, help out the Theta network, but overall help yourselves out. Earn as much TFIO passively as possible and utilize it however you want on Theta Drop, Open Theta, any of the subchains on Theta network, or just withdrawing it back to your wallet. I'm hoping I'm right. I'm sure everyone who's watching this video is also hoping I'm right, and hopefully these things just connect in a way that we all want it to. But like I said multiple times in the video and throughout all my videos, do your own research. None of the videos are financial advice, guys, but I'm hoping that this is just another stepping stone for Theta Network's global adoption. Until the next Theta video, until the next Theta update, guys, it is your boy Justin Bassetti, so try to keep up. Hi, deuces.